It's funny when the days seem dark, it seems darker. I wonder if I should turn this fan on because it's kind of, well, I guess it's not like I'm having a conversation with somebody. Oh, it's so weird that sometimes you can get in your own way. You have to change, but the thing about it is you may want to change, but the reality is your money tells you you can't really change the way you want to. Ooh, I should do this thing. Where's the comb? I can't stand the fact I'm always losing stuff. Come on. It's the funniest thing when you got so much on your mind. You be doing stuff and you walk back into the room like, why would I leave this like this? And why did I do this? And it's so much on your mind that you can't even realize what you're doing. You walk into the room, you left the refrigerator open, you left everything. It's like, oh my God, give me a second. Hello, give me a second. I'm gonna put my glasses on. I have to get them. I'm just trying to find okay. I realized that when you're stressed out, you be eating. So I knew I needed a new car, which we all know. A lot of people need new cars, but the reality is, just because somebody say you need a new car, don't mean your pockets tell you that ain't for you. The only car you can get is the ones you was born with, your feet. And the realization of it is that, okay, we go. Let's not talk. The thing is, it's easy to tell somebody they need a new car and stuff like that. And I don't think people understand when you're a person that's by yourself, it's not that easy because bills come in. Let's not talk about the hiccups. The hiccups and stuff in the road when things don't go the way you want it to go. Wait, let me get my glasses. So when things don't go the way you want it to go, they was like, well, hey Leah lover, should I let my friend go? He leaves me wondering. What do you do? Wait a minute, let me clean my glasses. What do you do that makes you wonder if you feel like you need to go, child, leave. I would just if you don't want to be with somebody, it's not worth the stress. Just get rid of it. Well, I can tell these things is well, I can tell these. Okay. Are you in a relationship or is you and your man in a relationship? Because a lot of times you're in a relationship, but the man is not in a relationship with you. It'd be a lot of mind games going on. But if you don't feel happy, my thing is just leave. It's not worth it. He tells me one thing and does another. Anything that makes your stomach feel like, it kind of hurts you. That's letting you know you gotta start pushing away. But he knows I care so much for him that he keeps me hanging on. Sometimes people rely on sometimes people rely on your pain of your past because you won't leave. It's kind of like the abusive situation when people say, "Girl, he beats you up," and she be like, well, "You just don't understand him, but he's beating you up." But you keep saying, y'all don't understand. But the reality is, sometimes you have to step outside the relationship just to see it and act like you're the person that's watching the relationship. It's kind of hard to see the abuse when you're sitting in it. It's difficult. Even though everybody can give you advice, but it's you. Remember, you're the leader of the advice, and it's hard because people always tell people, "Oh, you could just up and give." No, you can't, because mentally they'll get you there. And what they call this thing called you've been groomed. He was grooming you for your pain, and now that he's giving you receiving the pain, you was groomed for it. And I'm gonna tell you how he was groomed. He'll do something to you. He'll say something very disrespectful to you, and you won't respond. Now him himself would have went off for he would have went off for the person, but he realized you ain't say nothing. So that's how he knew he can get over it. You were being groomed. It's so it's so messed up with this world sometimes. You be being groomed for pain and don't even know it. It's not easy. It's not easy, Leah. They try to make it seem like it's so big deal. It's not easy. Because what happens is if you had sex, now you got a spiritual soul ties together. Now you're spiritually connected to him. And it's difficult. And people be like, oh, it's no big deal. No, it is a big deal. It's hard. That's the reason why, Leah, that's why I'm single now. And even though I have a lot of guys that's trying to talk to me, I just can't go through it. The abuse is overwhelming. And remember, at the end of the day, they're gonna act like they ain't do nothing to you. It's all your fault. You're the crazy one. Or if they feel like you're about to really leave, they push you against the wall and they press their pee bug against your body and try to fight. They go down different avenues before they finally say goodbye. And the funny thing is, they'll come back, but you have to get stronger, and it's difficult if you're still dealing with that person because they know how to work you. You were being groomed, and a lot of girls or guys, whatever the case may be, you're being groomed for pain. They say certain things to you, and you don't act upset. You don't. You just go, oh, okay, and they watch your reaction. That's to let them know the green light that they can the green light, yeah. The green light means that they can hurt you now. And it's sad because I feel like it's hard to find somebody. And I do believe that you're a groom, or should I say chased off of your pain. If you're a woman and you've been hurt really bad, you are a target. Because the reason why, if he meets you at the point where you're the target and even you're still hurting, it's easy to come into your life because you're moving through pain and you're moving through loneliness. So all he has to do is fill in little spots up in your heart are in pain. He's trying to make you laugh. Hey, boo, how you doing? Because he knows you're being pain, so he's doing this. He may say, you're beautiful. You like, oh, thank you. And he'd be like, well, let's do something tonight. Now, Sonny's, let's do something means let's get you out of your mind frame and let's start doing something, which means that you feel like, oh, he's trying to help me. Use your comfort zone. They'll say something else. He'll be like, okay, she's starting to get a little better. I'm going to say something kind of mess up to her and see how she reacts. I really don't like the way you wear your hair sometimes. It irks me a little bit. Why don't you try this? Now, most people who are strong be like, why you don't like it? I like it. But as a person being groomed, you go like, oh, okay, well, what would you like? He's like, wow. So now she's listening to my ideas about changing her look. Now you yourself is thinking, he's doing this because he cares about me. He's grooming you. He's grooming you. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, he want me to do this. So then now all of a sudden you used to wear black hair. Now he got you wearing blonde hair. Now you have wearing clothes that's much more revealing or much more loose or bigger, or whatever case it may be. Or you were blonde hair, now you got your black hair. He's grooming you. So they'd be like, oh, now you look at my baby. Oh my God, look at you. Look how beautiful you are. He's grooming you. Then all of a sudden, it comes to boo, I bought this outfit for you. Now you know what the outfit means. It ain't gonna be in you long. And I think I'm going to just focus on me. That's all you could do, Leah. And it's difficult. And then all of a sudden, he'll, you know, the sexual part come in. Then all of a sudden it comes to this sex. He'll do things sexually that you be like, wow, I wouldn't even do that, but he'll do it. Because what he's doing that, and they call it MFing. He's mind you. So now he's get your mind doing things to you. Now your body's already been, you're like, oh, I can't believe he's doing this to my body. Now you ain't saying nothing, but you listen to your heart and your body reaction. Now he's mindful. So now he's pulling you in 2 times. He's already said things about you as far as a change. He's saying things about you as far as, he's doing things in your body as far as sexual. Now he pulled you in twice. You're not aware of that. You're thinking he's just a knight in shining armor. He's about to change my life, make things great. We're about to make babies, and Then it's the third thing. That's when he feels as though the money. You got a couple of dollars, or he'll throw you a couple of dollars. I'm gonna give you some money. I need you to do this with this money. He's gonna watch how you move with the money. Most time when it comes to guys, I'm not on. This is not set in stone. Every man is different. If a man comes to you, so asks you for money, it's a red flag. Now, I can see if you have a relationship for years and stuff like that, they're talking about 50-50. No relationship is 50-50, ever. It's usually 70-30, or it's somebody always doing more than the most, and someone is really like doing less. It's not 50-50. That's not relationship. It's realism, is it? But when you're doing 50-50 down the arm, that's a red flag too. If a person says they want 50-50, leave them right alone, because that's a roommate. That's not a boyfriend. Because reality is sells on this stuff. When you're in a relationship with somebody, there's no saying it's 50-50. We do every damn thing. We spending your money, we spending my money, we spending money to make things happen. But somebody coming down there with a whole friendship, like a college roommate or whatever roommate, that's not a boyfriend. That's just somebody that's trying to get up on their feet, and you're going to be helping them, whether they're going to stay with you or not, or they're going to find somebody else, but you're actually navigating as far as helping them. And it's so sad because relationships shouldn't be that way. We should be in relationships because we're in love with people. We should be in a relationship because we finally found the right one. We shouldn't be dealing with people off of monetary value or what they could do or abuse. But the funny thing about it is, which is not funny, is when you start waking up. And when you start waking up, they'll start telling you, you act funny, you act different. Because now you waking up what's been done to you. And trust me, the wake up call is a horrible call. Because reality has been going on all the time. You just didn't see it. Love is blind. Love can either build you or destroy you. It depends on what part of the life that they get you in. And that's not even exactly accurate as well either. Because sometimes people meet you when you're at the highest part of your life, and they're at the highest point of their life, and they just take everything and turn around. Let's not talk about relationships of somebody you're in a relationship with that's jealous of you. Now, they're jealous of you because you seem to get things much more easier. You may be more prettier or whatever case it be. And they jealous of you, the attention that you get. Now they want to see they can take you down a few levels. That's why I'm by myself. You just never know. But when you start getting that thing in your stomach, it's been going a long, long time before it finally hit you. And when you feel as though you need to go, that means you should have been gone. And it's difficult. Relationships is hard. And you know what's even worse about it? When you find somebody who treats you like a diamond, when you find somebody that treats you really good, it's so difficult to stomach this person because you feel like it's a setup. They go places with you, no problem. They do things with you, no problem. It feels like, okay, you just kind of like wait for the ball to drop, hoping that it don't drop, that you be praying to God that you want to be wrong. You want to be wrong. And sometimes we are wrong, and sometimes we're head on right. And that's the thing about it. I've been tricked tons of times, and nobody accepts accountability for hurting me. But what they will do is say, well, you know what? If let's check this out. If you feel as though that's what I did to you, That is the worst thing. I'm gonna say this again. If you feel as though I did that to you, I like to apologize. Not know, you know what, I was wrong, and if you help me work through this, I'm gonna fix it. What they saying is, if you feel as though, in other words, they don't feel that way. It's a fake apology. If you feel as though I hurt you, then I like to apologize. Now, if you round over with a punch this straight to their mouth and their mouth start leaking, they was, well, you feel as though I hurt you, I like to apologize. And first he'll say, what the hell, you bust my lip? What do you mean you like to apologize? Well, that's the same energy you gave me. I'm not condoning violence on mothers live. I'm not condoning violence. So don't do that. But I'm just saying, that's the same energy that it gives. I can't be with a man because I dated the littlest, shortest men. I dated the ugliest men. I dated the ones that shouldn't have been in my life. I dated super ugly. God damn you ugly. Is your family real people? I dated them and they all treat me like shit. It was like a busload waiting. Lucifer had a special and he kept sending me. I said, you know what? The store is closed. I had enough. I dated the one with the baby pea bugs, the little itty bitty pea bugs, tall as hell with a piece that belongs in a diaper and got the energy of a mandingo, but feel like he's better than you. I dated men who got tattoos of their wives on their damn body, talking about something. Why you got a tattoo? Never mind you, we've been seeing each other. I seen you pop with a my wife got me to put this on her body. He's still cheating on you. He got a tattoo of you on his body. He gonna do what he want to do. That's why I decided, like, you know what? If y'all wanted me going, you got it. And I do believe that there are good men out here. You know, I do believe it. I have to. But the reality is, I'd rather watch y'all tell your victory story, how much you matter. I'd rather hear your story of the greatness. I don't want to be part of the one who's in the movie. I just rather sit in the audience and watch the movie. Because a lot of times I'll be watching these people go through these trauma situations and stuff. And if you're a person like me who love hard, I mean, we love you hard. We punish the worst. And when I say the ones like me who love hard, we look out for you. If we see something you need, you already got it. We see some sneakers we can pay for. We see clothes, we got you. You come home, everything is already sitting on display for you because we got your back. We love hard and we pay the hardest. We can hurt the baddest. And don't be the kind of woman who puts a man on his feet because the first thing he's going to say when he go on his feet, well, you didn't have to do it. But before you put him on his feet to make that penny shine, my baby be looking out for me. I love you. And then it'll be somebody come whisper in your ear saying, girl, I got to tell you something about your man. And you be like, oh my God, here we go. Girl, when you leave out the house to go to work, do be having other women in the house. You be like, then you be like, I'm going to stand by my man. I don't believe you. They be like, girl, I'm just telling you, watch your back. Now all of a sudden you just been sent on those checks. Now you got to check his phone. You got to check and see what he's doing. If the reports are accurate, or they just trying to set him up, or do they want him? And then when you find out that the reports are accurate, it's not funny. You like, oh, I done put this man on his feet. I done helped this man, give him money, and this man is dogging me. I'll tell you a story about me. A man from prison. He might see this video. It is. He was in prison for six. He was in prison for how many years he was in prison? It either was 13 years or 16 years in prison. He came out of prison and stuff. And of course, only he had on was a pair. He made his see this video. Oh well, he had a pair of blue jeans and a red shirt. I met him when I was working in New York, and I went to the restaurant around the corner in the village, and he's standing up there talking to the rest of the girls. So I came outside. He walked up to me. He said, "I'm gonna marry you." I was like, "Really?" He said, "Oh hell yeah." And all of a sudden we started talking and stuff. Real nice looking guy, nice looking guy. And I didn't know he just came home from prison. I didn't know about game. The person I am now is not the person I once was back then. I believe that there were really good men in the world. And I also believe that if a man went to prison or was in jail, if you help him get up on his feet, But I realized I was wrong. Some men just belong in jail. And the sad part about it is just realistic form. And the reality is, I took the penny and I made the penny shine. So I don't know if we exchanged numbers or not. I don't think we exchanged numbers. And I went back to work. I was working in New York City. I was a bartender. So he walked past my window. I said, "Oh my God, hey!" And I was like, "How you doing?" And he's like, "Hey, what you doing out here?" I said, "Just working." He said, "Oh, you working?" Now he automatically thought I was outside prostituting. I didn't say nothing different. I knew what he thought. So he's like, "It's kind of early. You up?" I said, "Yeah, I'm trying to wait for customers." Now I'm saying customers. He's thinking dates, which is all well and good. I don't knock nobody hustle. So he comes in the bar. He sits down. He's like, "Oh, you wait for?" He said, "Oh, you wait for customers." And he gives me that look like, "Okay." So I see, yeah, I'm waiting for customers. So he sits inside the bar and stuff, and we start talking and stuff. He said, "Don't worry, customers will come. I don't know if anybody going to see if you sit in the bar." So I'm like, okay, I know what he's thinking. I'm not going to say nothing. The only reason why I caught, or caught, is a customer walked inside the bar and said, "Raven, give me a scotch and soda or some shit." What he said, because it was the lawyer. It's so funny. Child mothers live. He said, what did he say? The lawyer takes the lawyer. Well, I didn't even say this part in case y'all know he. Anyway, the lawyer asked for a drink. Come to the bar, get a drink. Scotch and soda. I gave him a drink and stuff. He said, "Oh, you work here?" I said, "Yeah." Anyway, let's move further to the story. So anyway, started dating and stuff like that. He only had one pair of blue jeans and a red shirt. So okay, fine. I sat up there, took our money, took money after getting our work and taking it after dating. No, well, let me get it right because it was a long time ago. This is back in 2000 and oof. This 2000. Oh damn! This back in 20. This back in 2007 or 2006. So um, he was like, "Oh, you work and stuff like that?" I said, "Yeah." So anyway, he started talking to me and stuff. He's like, "You got a man?" I was like, "No." He said, "I want to be your man. I want to marry you." I said, "No, you told me the first time." So anyway, he started talking to me. He went to the people inside the bar. He said, "Talk to Raven. I'm a really good person." So he started talking to me. I said, "Raven, why don't you give him a chance?" I said, "I don't know." And then all of a sudden, we started talking and stuff. I said, "I'm gonna tell you something." And I set him down. I set him down in the back of the bar. And I explained to him exactly what was going to happen if we started dating. I said, "This is how the world works." I said, "If you and I decide to be together, we're going to get challenged. This is what happens when people relationships. Whenever you meet somebody in a relationship, you get challenged by the universe. That means somebody you always want is going to pop up. Somebody I always wanted is going to pop up. But me, myself, I know I'm not going to take the bait. But you as a man, I know you may take the bait. Because there's a lot of women look way better than me. There's a lot of women out here that got way more money than me. And a lot more women that's financially, just greatly set. And I'm not that person. I'm struggling. "Oh, don't you worry." Oh, I better. He was like, "Oh, don't you worry. I ain't going to leave you. I've got your back." Well, lo and behold, I started spending money, put him on the feet like a dumbass. So lo and behold, I'll make the story too long, but lo and behold, I'm at work and these customers came into the bar. They was like, "Raven, I'm sorry you and your boyfriend broke up." I was like, "We didn't break up." Then another customer comes to the bar. They was like, no, actually was in the bar. They said, "Raven, y'all didn't break up." I said, "No." So anyway, long story short, I introduced him to one of the girls I call my sister. And somewhere along the line, they exchanged phone numbers. And They started seeing each other while I was at work. And then the customers came and told me, they said, Raven. So one customer came and said, Raven, I want to tell you so bad that he's been seeing somebody else. And they said, I thought y'all wasn't together no more. I said, yeah. So anyway, long story short, another customer came up to me. Now, remind you, I'm sitting at work. And they telling me that the man I'm in love with is actually out there with the girl I call my sister. And he been picking her up from her job. And remind you, he's picking her up when the clothes I bought him and the shoes I bought. And I'm like, dude, you was in prison for 16 years and stuff, and here it is. You got somebody that got your back that's looking out for you, and this is how you repay me. I'm saying to myself in my mind. I didn't say it to him. So she comes in the bar, the girl he was seeing as and the customer's like, Raven knows, get out the bar. And she rushes out the bar. And the thing that hurt me was, you as my sister, why she's not my real sister. You're not girls because you're my sister. Anyway, so I was like, why though? Like I really thought she had my back. I really thought. You ever watched this thing called Keisha Cole? A video called "I Should Have Cheated." I think that's what it called. I Should Have Cheated. Keisha Cole video. I Should Have Cheated. If y'all watched the video, that is exactly like me. When her best friend was sitting there having sex with her man, but telling her that she was tripping, that it was her man was doing nothing, but her best friend was actually sleeping with a man. And that's exactly how it happened with me. So dude was, and the thing is, not trying to drag it because this could be a long story, but I'm trying to. So the reality is, we're in that, and the reality is, it was other girls and stuff like that. So I can't say too much because this is being recorded. So reality is, no matter how much I tried to put him on his feet, no matter how much I had his back, it was all a trick. It was all a trick. And the only one, it hurt me because I thought, this is gullible Raven. I thought that if you show a person that you had their back, and it was a man that he knew that you wasn't after his money, that you actually really loved him. But the reality was, he found out that you were really nice. He found that you was a good person. So he found that you was a target. He found that he could really use you. And then when he found that he could use you, guess what? You spin him on a spiral. Shit, what he did with you, he could do with every woman now. So he's like, well, shit. If money could come to me this easy, and I could get my shit started in life like this, I'm gonna get all. So I'm thinking we're heading somewhere together. We wasn't heading nowhere together. I was a part of the testing out, because what he did was he found somebody with a good heart and he juiced them. And that's the thing about people with good hearts. They can hurt the most. Like, and the reason why I say the most, because even though the other person moved on mentally, they haven't left. And it's like being in abuse. The longer you stay, the deeply rooted the abuse becomes. Now, remind you, even if the person leaves your life, you're still living it out as if it just happened yesterday. So, unfortunately, you have to find strength within yourself to leave the best way you can. Whether you start going jogging, going to the movies, start finding things to do, you have to save yourself at this point because mentally you're hurt. And trust me, the pain that you feel, the other person is not feeling that pain. They was never going to feel that pain because they was never there with you like you thought. The setup is real. The truth hurts like hell. But the reality is, if you didn't want me, then why did you make a date to hurt me? And that's the reason why. And it's funny because it's not just him, but the person I am now, after the magnitude of men started hurting me, I started going to the men asking them questions because I was confused. I was confused because I couldn't understand why was I always getting hurt and why the other girls wasn't. Maybe they was, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want me to know. But I couldn't understand why I was getting hurt, and I was always the one doing the most. I was sharing. I was so stupid with my game. I would tell you go get the money out my wallet. I would leave the money. I was so bad. I would give my password to go in the bank to get the money. Whatever you need, you can take it out the bank. That's how badly I used to love. And people be like, damn. I guess to another person like this bitch is dumb as fuck. But to me, I thought that we loved each other. We were about to build and grow. And like I said before, this is way in the past. I'm a motherfucker right now. You can forget it. But back then, I thought we was about to build and make our money grow. We was about to make money pregnant. We was about to do this thing. And they was like, you're really nice. I kept hearing the word, you're too nice. That's all I kept hearing. You're really nice. You're just too nice. You're too nice. And I got tired of hearing, what do y'all mean when y'all keep saying I'm too nice? Then they kept telling me, you love too hard. Why am I supposed to love you if you don't love a person hard? So I can't love you hard. I can't look out for you. And I can't. Well, why do I? Man, speaking of that, he told me the reason why he hurt me. Let's backpedal the dude. He said the reason why I hurt you is because you love me too hard. He said, I've never met somebody love me the way you love me. He said, you love me so much, it scared me. So how do you love somebody really hard? And that's the thing about it. Hey, Miss Moore, how are you, Mama? Um, I listened to your live last night. We must be aware of how you sure right, Miss. Hey, Miss Moore. You know, Miss Moore. Miss Moore has just registered my head. Yes, Miss Moore. It's crazy, but at least you got a success story, and that's always hope. So you definitely bring hope into the room, you know. And the thing about it is, we like I try to always say, there are good men out there. It's just I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I found more peace by myself, and I think the worst part with me, Miss Moore, was learning to be happy alone and starting to get into it and love being alone. Now I realize I'm gonna be one of the women that said if they have no man, never. Because there's a lot of beautiful women out here with their own houses, their own cars and everything, and they don't even want a man. They've had enough. And I believed I'm that person. I'm just done. And it's weird because I feel like I do feel as though I've been punished because I said no matter what a man could do, I could never hate a man. I love men. And ever since then, I've been punished. But it's so good. It's all good though. But when you tell your story, the first thing they'll say is, well, I didn't do that to you. And you won't, because I'm not giving out opportunities. It's just overwhelming. And let's not even talk about the biologicals that get unalive. It's just it's just crazy out here. So you have to also understand. Absolutely, Miss Moore. It's a lot of work. And if you're trying to change yourself for the better, you're going to get challenged. You're going to get challenged. Whenever you try to do the better and trying to make yourself better, it's going to get challenged. It's going to get challenged. And the weird thing is, just like, I think I told this to Miss Moore. Remember I told you one time about this story about this guy. I went to the car dealership and find the peace with it. Exactly, Miss Moore. You ain't never lied. Remember I told you once the time that I had a car and I took the car around to this mechanic. Well, I took it around to the mechanic and stuff. And I walked over there to the spot to find out about the car. And this guy says to me, how do you learn to be happy alone? Leah, to be honest with you, all you do is, first of all, you have to go back to the person you once was before you met them, because that's what I've been doing. Go back to who you was before you met that person and pick up from there. That's what I've been doing lately. Let me put my glasses on. I've been going back to who I once was. So I've been wearing lashes. I've been looking pretty decent. And I canceled that person out. And I'm moving forward without that energy and stuff. So, and it's weird because I don't know how old you are, but if you feel like you still got more love to give, you just never know. A lot of times, love is out there, it's just in the wrong location. Everything's about location. Sometimes you can find what you're looking for, it's just in a different location and it's perfect for you. There's no hope for me, but hopefully, we're going to breathe hope for you. And hopefully, you'll have one of those stories where everything is just great and wonderful. Like Miss Moore. Miss Moore got a great story. So it's not like it's not unheard of because there's some girls out here. Hey Tamar, what's up, boo? Yeah, exactly, Miss Tamar. Yeah, and that's the thing about it. You're a fabulous young lady. Help yourself when you are nice to people around. You ain't never lied, Miss Moore. But the thing is that so I went to so I went to the mechanic. I went to there yesterday and stuff. Well, I went there yesterday because I told you my car is like kaput. So the joke of the week or the joke of the whatever is I hear all this noise coming down the street, and I know it's Raven's car. The red car makes a lot of damn noise, and it does. It sounds like a marching band coming. It's just, listen, it is what it is. I would love to have a car that's beautiful like everybody else, but unfortunately, my money says, no, 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 you need to match your car. Anyway, so I went to the mechanic, and they were laughing at my car. It was like, that car makes a lot of damn noise. The other guy, and the one, and the, wait, let me just backpedal. Let me stay focused, y'all. So this is the man I went there to the mechanic. I had told y'all this man who like looks like what's that guy? What's that black guy? His name is Aegis Elbert. Aegis Elbert. I think that's his name. He reminds me of him. He don't look like him, but he reminds me of him. And he's tall. He's like 6'4". So when I went to see about the car, he said, "May I help you?" I looked down. He was on the floor. So I told you this before. So I went there, looked down the floor. I said, "Well, I'm trying to find this car." And he stood up, and I was like, "Oh my God, oh mother's live, fine as hell." So I'm looking at him. I was like, "Oh." So I'm looking at him. You know, you got to keep a poker face. So you said, "Okay, I'm talking about the car and stuff like that." So he stands up and stuff. I'm looking at him, everything, and we talked about the car and stuff. So it was a problem within the car. The car is going down, but now we're talking about a different car. So yesterday, I was at his place. My car got hit. My car sounds like oh, you want to hear my car? Just take a can and roll it down the street. A big garbage can, and that's how my car sounds. So he was like, you can hear your car coming from a mile away. So he was trying to talk me into buying a new car. I said, I don't have money to buy no new car. He said, well, I'll help you out make payments. I can't make payments. I'm trying Miss Moore. And he was like, they said, we felt so sorry for you when you brought us your car. And it was like, I feel so sorry for you because you tried so hard to get on your feet, you know. And because I was driving for a car company, and they let me go in January because they said my car is not funny. They said your car is too old, and I'm like, please, Betsy and me is just like she got to go, and you got to go with her. So anyway, and the mechanic is just there to take off. Exactly, Miss Moore. So the thing is, and the thing that made me kind of didn't like him no more is because it was a girl walking down the street, and I don't know what it was as far as her, but she had a big booty. She had a really huge butt, and it looked very animated. If y'all know what I mean, she looked very animated. I've seen it before. She definitely has presence. Her butt is humongous. It almost looks as if a little person got inside her butt and is just in a circle. That's how big it was. And they was like, that ain't real. That ain't real. And I turned around. And then the one I had a crush on says to me, no, not the one I have a crush on, the mechanic. He says to me, Raven, you know that butt ain't real. And I looked at him, then I looked at the one I had a crush on, and they looking at my face, and they like, so the one that looked at my face, the one I said, what's his name? I said, the Aegis Albert. He says, Raven don't like women. And he might see this video because, anyway, actually, they both may see this video. Anyway, so, and I'm just looking at him. It kind of bothered me only because I have a problem with people, and I could be wrong. I have a problem with people who make fun of people. That bothers me. Because I feel like if you're making fun of people, then when I walk away, you're making fun of me too. I feel as though if a person got their body altered, if a person got their body, whatever they had to do, they felt like something was wrong within themselves and they fix it. In my personal opinion, I don't feel it's an opportunity for you to make fun of them. Evidently, they're going through something or they went through something, or maybe you never really know what got them to that point where people have made fun of them, people have hurt. To me, I don't think that's fair, in my opinion. I don't think you should make fun of people because this world will be really cruel to people for not being perfect, whatever perfect is, and remind you the ones who talk about people should never be talking about nobody, but they will. And the weird thing about it is it kind of bothered me. And sometimes I think God set it up that way. It's like, I know this gonna hurt you to watch people that you really like make fun of people. Because I have a problem when people do that. And I'm trying to work on myself with that. I be taking it personal. Because I feel like you shouldn't make fun of anybody because you don't know what nobody's going through. We're in a world that's just really cruel and mean. We're in a world that's so cruel that you even have people going after Beyonce. You would think they would stop after they went after Whitney Houston. You would think that they would stop after they went after Michael Jackson. You would think they would stop. But you got the same ones. So now you're going to go after her now. Then all of a sudden, she'll be known as the greatest of all. It just amazes me. It makes me upset. You play their music or they're the greatest, but when they hear, you treat them like dirt. And I get tired of watching as you play this. Oh my gosh, she was this. But look what you did to her when she was here. Now we're going to watch this whole thing wind up with Beyonce. It pisses me off. And I be hoping for black people to rally around that. Nope. They rather join in. Now they want to. I'm like, you know what? They don't care. But the funny thing is, they be hypocrites. Because as soon as somebody talk about them or their children, they have a fit. But anyway, it's just like the Erica Mena and this other girl, whatever her name is. Erica called her a monkey. In my personal opinion, I feel as though they just made that whole controversy up because they need them checks. And nothing makes a better check than controversy. Now I could be wrong. She said that Erica called her a monkey. I didn't even see it. But the reality is, I believe they're friends. They got in bed and said, in order to keep them checks coming, y'all better think of a storyline. Y'all better think of something. Because other than that, if you ain't getting no views, y'all ain't getting no pay. So they better do something to bring some views to get some money, in my opinion. Because if y'all don't, y'all got to go get a real job. So you better start some controversy out with something. That's how I think they're doing it. Exactly, Miss Moore. They got to start something because other than that, you got to get a job. And if y'all don't get no job, y'all better get in bed together and start make up something. Because if y'all want them bills to get paid, y'all done bought houses and cars and stuff. Except Scrappy, allegedly. He ain't got no money, allegedly. But the thing about it is, you have to create controversy. Controversy sells. And if you don't got nobody watching your show, y'all gonna get a job. And y'all don't want to work among us. Y'all want to sit there, flame me on and fly out on trips on the plane and stuff. Y'all want to get that. Y'all want to keep that stuff going. So you better do something. Because the reality is, in my personal opinion, nobody ain't watching it. Ain't nobody watching them shows, in my opinion, like they used to. So y'all better do something. Anyway, that being said, just like the other one started this thing, what's her name? Who started that thing? They even gave her a job. What's the one that said, I'm talking to the real woman? What's the one she said? She said, she said, I'm talking to the real woman, the biological women. She started this whole controversy and stuff. And I forget her name. She's supposed to be a comedian. She was on Nick Cannon's Just with the Mess or something. I don't know. And she's upset because people kept calling her a transgender woman, and she's upset because people think that she's a transgender woman. And the thing about it is, instead of her attacking the people who said it, she goes after the two-spirit women. I find it to be hilarious. She says, well, I'm a woman, I have a baby. No, sweetie. Transgender women have the seed to give you a baby. Without the seed, the flower can't grow. So you have nothing but a box with the seed from a transgender woman. She could give you a baby. You have no baby. The seed is in the body of the biologicals. You can take that any way you want. But at the end of the day, all you have is a box. A cake can't rise without the eggs and everything else to go with it. It just sits there in a box with the powder. So reality is that what you're misinformed of what you're trying to say. And remember, two people make a baby. A baby makes two people. No, one person don't make a baby. That's why they got so many men don't want to help with child support, because you said it's your baby. It's not your baby. It's our baby. That's why such a big fight became. And that's another thing. My body, my way. So your whole argument is, I want to be able to kill and it be okay. That's your argument. And my thing is this: if you had a baby, or if you now, unless it's some type of thing of rape, which we know people would use, saying like when people are gay, they'll say, "Well, I was raped." Reality was it is gay as hell. They just want to, and I'm not saying that some women are not, but at the end of the day, we know people will lie just to make people feel sorry for them. Oh, I'm gay because I was molested as a child. No, you was gay, but they want to keep the integrity. They want you to feel sorry for them, but at the end of the day, they want to live this certain life with their parents. So they create this whole monologue that they were late and stuff. But there were some children that were out here that just born gay. Many of us was. And the reality is, they keep saying, but the funny thing is, they'll say that the men, but they never focus on the women. There's so many women out here that are gay. But they said that's acceptable, being two men are not acceptable, which is, like I said, hypocritical. But then they keep saying there are so many men that are committing suicide. So why are so many men unaliving themselves? Why are so many men unaliving themselves? So you don't see something, maybe a form that he was born gay, and he feel like he see what y'all don't say about gay men. He see how y'all treat gay men. So y'all don't understand what you put into his head. You didn't celebrate him saying, God sent you down here for whatever you need to do for him. But you make him feel like he's done something wrong, and you go in these churches. Oh, let's not even go there. And you make him feel like he's born in sin, and we're all born in sin. But he's done something wrong. Then he becomes very quiet. Then he could go out and go get a wife, because now he wants to be accepted by the world. So he gets a wife. He cheats on her. He beats her half to death, and then he finally finds a way where he can finally be gay. He goes to jail, and he goes back to jail. So now he can get all that he wants. Now he can get laid in that bed and lay low and spread wide. He can feel like a full-blown female, because now he finally can feel free in prison. That's a damn shame. You rock my world when you talk about the transgender lady and her husband passing. Those were the ones I always looked up to. Oh yeah, Miss Moore. He got see, the thing about it, Miss Moore, when people, I mean, everybody ain't like me, cause my views is not set in stone. Everybody's different. Everybody on this channel has a different life. But the reality is, if you have a husband and he committed a crime as far as manslaughter, homicide, in my personal opinion, don't put your husband all the way out on display. As a woman, you have to protect your man. Lay low. But when it gets to the point where stuff going viral, you have to be careful. There's a lot of men out here who may have committed crimes and have changed their life and moved around, but you have to protect your own. because you never know how much he done did and who wants payback, who wants revenge and stuff like that. And I think, Miss Moore, I think that's what happened. I heard some of the story, but I don't want to, you know, I heard some of the story, but I think it was something from the past, came out on a live 10, and he ended up dead. I think, in my opinion, well, I heard her say a few things. I tried not to say everything because I don't know the whole full details. I need the full details to come from her mouth itself. But she said that he was murdered. And I don't know how much stuff he did or what was he into. Cause from I don't know what all he been into. But he had a past. He said it was in a gang and stuff like that. And see, it's a lot. When you're a person that's within that type of crime, you have to move very carefully. You know, if you have a man who done a lot of crime, I have men that I've dated that done crime and stuff. They refuse to date me because they're afraid of what's gonna happen to me. They was like, yo, I met a lot of people from crime. It's like, yo, I gotta protect you so I can't be around you. Because the people I know is gonna get rid of you. And you just don't know people's past. And even though I meet people and I can fall in love with him, I wish they wouldn't hit me up. I mean, if you know you got a bad past, you done killed about 100 damn people, leave me alone. But the reality is, a man gonna do what he wants to do. And the thing about it is, I don't know all you done, but it's difficult to try to save a man or hide a man if he's alpha male. He doesn't want to feel like he's running. He doesn't want to feel like he's afraid. He wants to feel like the man in your life, and he doesn't want to seem like he's running. But the reality, you'll tell him, hell, let's run. Let's leave the country. Let's leave the state. I just want you alive. I don't care about this world. As long as we together, we could do this. And a lot of men ain't going to do that. Now, if I had to leave with a man, we had to leave the country and stuff, and I'd be all with it because I'm in love with him. I don't know if that's going to happen now because at the end of the day, I don't trust him. But the thing about it is, I would have to be in love with him. And I know he loved me like he loved me. I'm talking about that crying love. I'm talking about that when I'm hurt, he could feel it. He hurt, I could feel it. I'm talking about that real love. I ain't talking about this okie doke stuff we got out here now. I'm talking about that real love. And if I was the person who stayed within the states and had a man do the crime, I'm not posting him online. Nobody even gonna know he even exists. They ask me, I got somebody, I be like, yeah, I'm with somebody. You'll never see him. I'm hard of mine. Even though I haven't met nobody, I mean, I met people, people I have met, but I met a lot of people with crimes. It's not funny, but it's I don't want him online. Even if he did commit a crime, I don't want him online. I just don't, because a lot of times when the girls see him, or even the guys see him, they want him, and they'll try to find ways to break y'all up. They'll try to find a way to come in between y'all. If you're lucky, you can get a man that really loves you, then nobody can break that trust, that bond. In my case, not so much. And the thing about it is, loving somebody really hard that don't really love you with the same energy. Just like I was seeing somebody who's really shorter than me. He may be watching this live too. And he treated me like gold. But the reality was, he didn't want his family to know about me. He says, oh no, he may hear this live because he watches too. He goes, not my daughter. My daughter cannot find out about you. He left his wife, but he doesn't want his daughter to know about me. And I felt like a fool because I started loving him. I started caring about him. In reality, he had loved me for limits. He didn't love me unconditionally. He loved me for limits. Now, I can't be around it because I be done, them hands of mine be done beating the hell up. I can't deal with it. When you know when you get to the point where you ready to put your hands on a man, that means you can't date no more. In my opinion, if you about to put your hands on a man, you can't date. You gotta wait. You got some healing to do. It may take you a few a few years, but you can't date. If you feel like you have to put your hands on a man, you can't date. Because what you're doing is you're trying to discipline him. You can't beat a man into what you want. You have to accept the truth and let him go. You're so right. My husband is not publicly and just in the world. You're right. And my husband is not publicly and just because the world will come out. Exactly, Miss Moore. See, you woke. I seen it too. I won't just like I did videos. When I did, remember I did the video with January with I think Leah bag. He was sitting right here watching me do it. I wouldn't even let him get in the video. He was sitting right here watching me live with them. He was sitting right here now to me. He's watching. I said, "Do not get on this video." He was sitting right here. I wouldn't let him in the video. And the thing about it is, I don't trust people. People don't be happy for you. They say they be happy for you. Girl, let me see him. Let me see the look. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You ain't gonna see him. Why? You at mm-mm. I don't trust you. I don't. Not saying that there's some girls you can't trust, but I see too much. It's not worth it. But I think my problem is it's hard to find a man who really loves you. I mean, really love. I want the man that snot come out his nose, how much he love you. I'm talking about the not talking about the mojitos and beat you the hell up and for cheating. Because a man will beat you up. A man will beat you up after cheating on you, and he only beating you up because he felt like you was too nosy, and you wouldn't know he cheated on you if he wasn't being so nosy. So he beat you up. I watch females catch a man cheating and he beat her up. Not in real life, but online. And she crying and stuff. He's like, cause she's so damn nosy. I watch dudes who have unprotected sex with everybody, even his wife. And like I said before, if you want to cheat, you're going to do what you want to do. At least put a condom on. But I also found out that some condoms don't fit men penises. Some condoms don't fit. Some of these men are walking around with real horses. This is not funny, but they walk around with real horses. Now I know they got extra large magnums, but some of these men got really ridiculous that don't even look like they belong on a human. He needs to walk around with boxes of condoms, not the little small packs in his pocket. He needs boxes, but he's not going to do that. So he has unprotected sex with everybody, and he'd be like, "You good? Yeah, I'm good. Well, I'm good too." When the last time he got tested? He don't get tested. He get tested when they get to the bedroom and they'll say, "You good? I'm good too." That's how they get tested. Not that there's some medicine or some what's that, the swipe in your mouth. They ain't doing none of that. And then she sits on live and she's like, "Oh, he gave me HIV. Oh, he gave me full blown AIDS." But you know what scares me with that is when you married to him. And it gets me the most is if you're going to cheat, protect your girl, protect your man. If you have to cheat, protect your partner. That's all I'm saying. Just protect them. You shouldn't be cheating if you feel it, but if you got to do it, at least stop at the store, the grocery store, something and pick up something. And another thing, if you're going to cheat, at least take the condom off your before you come home. You got the condom still on your damn. How stupid can you be? You pull up your pants with the condom still in your thing and you hop up out the bed. If you don't want to go to the bathroom and stuff, bring your little, what's something called wipes. Wipe yourself off. I mean, I should meet you at a cheek, but damn. This like 6'6". He may be watching this too. I was seeing this guy 6'6", Miss Moore. He came over smelling just like sex. Now remind you, he made me wait up for him. I'm like, where the hell are you? You're not here yet. Here it is going into 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you want to come. I'm like, where the hell are you? I talked to you at 7 o'clock. It's almost 1 o'clock, and you're not even here. He comes over to my house, smelling like hot sex. And I'm like, am I supposed to ignore what I'm seeing here? Am I supposed to ignoring this smell? Am I supposed to be ignoring this? Because I'm a Gemini. So we having a conversation in my head. So I'm thinking to myself, you done dressed this man. You done gave this man money. You done looked up for this man. And this man is coming over to your house at 1 something in the morning, smelling like sex. And I told him, I said, what you been doing? Hey, babe. No. Don't do that. What you been doing? What? Most girls know when a man cheated on you, he starts his bullshit. What's the matter? What's the matter? I said, what you was doing? What? I don't know what you're talking about. You smell funny. I smell funny? What do you mean I smell funny? Now you looking at her. So we're going to do this little dance. Or you just going to tell me the truth. Just say you was out there doing the do. And because I can't stop you. You're going to do what you want anyway. You're a grown ass man. I can't stop you. But if just be honest. Because they ain't going to be honest because you know what's coming at them. I don't know what you think. I said, listen, first of all, I should throw you out, but it's too late and you black. I'm not putting a black man out on the street at nighttime. Because something happens to you, it's going to bother me. See, that's the part of my dumb ass. So I said, go in the bathroom and wash your... So he goes in the bathroom, he washes it. And I'm laying in the bed saying to myself, you got to be the most dumbest bitch in the world. Oh, I can't stand you, Ray. I'm like, how could you meet the same peppermint over and over? It's something wrong. As Gemini, sometimes we have that talk with ourselves and we be going at it with ourselves because we get punished for caring about people. So he comes back and get into the bed. He wants to cuddle. And if you're anything like me, you saying to yourself, if you put your hands on me, I'm not gonna care about you now. So what's the matter? I'm telling you right now, don't touch me. You can lay in my bed, and you getting out of here first thing in the morning. What's wrong? I said, don't touch me. That's all I'm saying. And he tries to pull me to him, and that was the worst thing he could have did. At the end of the day, he ended up going straight home. And I act like a damn fool. And the thing about it was, I was mad at myself because I was like, you ever have those conversations, which backstabbing is our own community? Exactly. You ever have those conversations with yourself when you go, did they ever do something to hurt you before? And you go, yeah. Did they hurt you again before? You go, yeah. Did they hurt you? You're talking to yourself. But the reality is, they've hurt you before. So, whose fault is it? Is it their fault? Nope. It's yours. So, oof. I should have moved it. I should have known this was gonna fall. Oh. So, It didn't break down, which is weird. I'm just gonna move it. It didn't break down. I'm surprised. Oh, it was screwed in. I didn't even know this was screwed in. Oh, okay. Got you. It's probably shouldn't have been hanging over this way anyway. This is my mother's. I should have never had this hanging up in my child. That's too close my mother's stuff, child. It didn't break though. So, hey Miss Evelyn, what's up, mama? Can we hit the like button? Oh, thank you, Miss Moore. And the thing is, what's up, Evelyn? What's up, mama? Evelina. So, damn, I forgot what I was saying. The thing fell. But the weird thing was nothing in yeah. Damn, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, he spent the night. And this is where's Leah? Where's Leah at? Where's Leah? She was up here. Where's she at? Did she leave? Leah Lover? This is the case like a lot of times the girls go through. So we know what they did was wrong. I have clicked on like oh. So we know what they did was wrong, right? Can y'all hear me okay? Because I turned the fan on because it was kind of warm. So I know what he did was wrong. But ask yourself, has he been back over here? Yeah. He's been back over here. And this is the thing I talk about I was telling Leah, when you fall in love with somebody, it's not easy to just walk away. Because everybody be like, oh girl, just leave. It's not that easy. When you love somebody, it's not easy to just walk away. Especially if it's deeply rooted in your soul. And y'all, you got spiritual, sexual, transfer energy, sexual transfer energy, which means that this spirit is now in your body. And the reality is that it's hard to leave. You need to leave. You gotta leave. But the reality is, if you leave, is it gonna be better or worse out there? No, he wasn't fine, Miss Moore. He was taller than me. He's not, let me see if I can describe what he looks like. If I tell you what he looked like, Miss Moore, you're going to scream at me. You know what he looks like? I stopped dating men off of looks because the pool was just too big. I've dated ugly, I said this earlier. I dated ugly, super ugly, goddamn you ugly, damn, what happened ugly? You can't be real, you can't be that. I dated. Only because I thought that, nobody picks the way they look, but I thought that he would love me because he was a good person. But I found out they was all conceited. They always conceited. But let me tell you what he looks like. You remember the 5 heartbeats? Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. That's who he looks like. Not saying no offense to him, in case he's still living. It's not funny. He's a good zing. When I was in Gablehood, I dated some of the prettiest men I ever saw in my life. Oh my God, these men were so damn pretty, it was crazy. When I came to Two-Spirit Land, oh my God, I went, this is called Gorilla to Miss. I've never seen so many Magella gorillas. I'm like, damn. At some point when they start walking through the door, you be like, you know what, the hell with it. They just all, and it's funny because when you do find a man, like my sister, she found a man. He was fine as fuck. But, I don't know. I think they broke up, but they might be back together. I don't know. I haven't talked to them. I think people be going through their own ways. I'm not on Facebook no more, so. But it's very few girls. Matter of fact, another girl I saw, she got married. I think I told you about her. She got married too. She actually did get married. She told me, she said, baby, I got married. I think I told you this story. I gave her a ride. I saw her out there in the corner. I gave her a ride and stuff. And she said she got married. I didn't believe her. It's no, don't worry about it, Jermaine. They're a mess, Jermaine. Don't worry about it. But thank you. So I saw her. And how are you, Jermaine? So I saw her. I saw her on my Instagram. Her man is fine as hell. He is fine. And I'm like, damn. And he's tall and fine. No, I gave her a ride because I know her. She was like, me and her known each other for years. Me and her have beat up dudes for messing with this one girl. So me and her went to war for the girls. We out here physically fighting people. But she don't like me. And it's so weird because I always look out for her, but she don't like me. And I noticed that. Thank you, Evelyn. She don't like me. And I noticed that because she said she had a job opportunity for me. And she said she was going to call me. And she ain't called me. And I gave her and her boyfriend or husband a ride. They didn't call me. I was like, I keep noticing this pattern. You don't like me. I'm always trying to do something nice for you, but I notice you don't like me. And it hurt because I thought we were closer, but I have to accept the truth. So from now on, I'm just going to stay out your way. I don't argue with people. You're always going to be right in my book, but I'm going to stay out your way. But it bothered me at first. I was like, well, damn, I thought we was cool. I told y'all about the girl, because it was a girl who died, and she died from HIV. I think that's what it was. I'm going to say allegedly because I really don't know how she died, but she was real beautiful. And I told you this story before. Let me give a recap. We used to perform at a club, and she used to do this song about Leah called The One I Gave My Heart To. And then next thing you know, okay, let me speed up because everybody know. She was dating this guy. He didn't know what she was or who she was. They was dating for a long period of time, and he wanted to have sex with her, but she wouldn't have sex with him. And he fell in love with her. He wanted to be with her. And this girl was beautiful. I don't think I seen pretty girls in my life, but this girl was beautiful. And she wasn't no way because she had a real hair pulled to the back, black girl. I mean, I've seen a lot of beautiful girls, but she was real beautiful. And I had talked to her before. I said, something you have to be careful what we have, because they act like me friends and they don't. You absolutely right, Jermaine. And the thing is that the man she was seeing and stuff didn't know, she was a two-spirit woman. She never told him. All of a sudden, point, she told him, and once he found out, he got rid of her. And she just was, the body was there. That was it. But she was gone. Mentally, she had checked out. And he had so much power over her living that when he rejected her, she just died. She died way before she died. But the thing is, I get it. Sometimes people want me love so bad, it's like, if you just give me a chance, you'll see I'm a good person. But the reality is, people like what they like and people like what they want, and it is what it is. You can't take somebody away from what they like or what they're into for your own happiness. You have to let them know and deal with it that way on. She didn't do that. So I don't know what transpired, whether he slapped her, whether he beat her up, I don't know. But after that, she started using drugs and stuff, and then she started prostituting. And she was and I saw her on the street one night, and I pulled up. I said, what are you doing out here? She said, girl, I'm trying to make some money. I said, how much you need? She told me, so I gave it to her. Then I drove her home. Yeah, Aaliyah. So I drove her home. And then when I saw her again, she used to come out. She used to come out. I told you about her, but she had skirts on and stuff. And I said, how do you wear skirts? And no guy don't be trying to rape you. She's like, I got raped before. I said, really? She said, yeah, I got raped. She said, when I came through, my skirt was up. And that was it. He beat her up and put her on the side of the car after he raped her. I don't know. That's where she got AIDS from or whatever. I don't know what happened at that point. Like I said before, she was already gone before she was gone. The light in her eyes was gone. The face was still beautiful, but the light was gone. And I tried to talk to her. I would tell her all the time, you're very beautiful. And she said, why do you care about me so much? I was like, girl, you got to do better. You got to fight back. It was like, I know, you just want me to do better. I said, yeah, because you're so beautiful. You shouldn't do this to yourself. And she said, Raven, do you want an E-pill? I was like, hell no, I want a damn E-pill. I didn't even know what that was. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Philip. I also checked out. Nobody helped me to get exactly, and they won't, Evelyn. And now when I fought and got it going on, they want to exactly, Evelina. You ain't never lied. They sure will. And that's the thing about it. Miss Moore, you went and peeked them out. And that's the thing about it was, so I had talked to her and stuff, and then I was at the bar working, and then this guy walked up to me and said, my ex-girlfriend is dead. I said, who's your ex-girlfriend? He said, it was her. He said, but before she died, she gave me AIDS. I was like, what? And she's dead now. That's what he said. I don't even know if he's living. And she was so fucking beautiful. Ugh. It's so sad though. But you know what I realized? There are so many beautiful women out here in this world. And when you look at their husbands, not all, these men that be dogging these women look like gorillas in the mist. And I'm like, how in the hell can this beautiful woman let this man just dog her? Either she on drugs, or he on drugs, or they doing drugs together, or he got all this money, and usually they don't have that much money. But what is it about him that makes her stay and abuse her? And the only thing I could come up with is, I use myself as an example. The only thing I could come up with is, if you've been broken really bad, and you just want somebody to love you, that's when he pops up. And everything about him is going to take you one direction. But at the right time of being hurt, you can't see the hurt because he's giving you all this love. They call it love bombing. But the reality is, hey Lily, she looked at like, who is she? If I'm giving you an example, I'm trying to see if I think somebody like that. She looked at like, who could I think she kind of looked like? Oof. She was high yellow. She was like Beyonce's complexion. Let me see who she looked like, kind of. It's gonna be hard because she was really pretty. What girl I could say she looked like though? I can't even find no pictures of her either. What does she look like? Okay. She don't look exactly, but she gives you Alicia Keys. She has a looks like Alicia Keys. She's close to Alicia Keys. If I have to put, because she used to wear her hair and pull back like Alicia Keys, and she had the skin like Alicia Keys. Beautiful skin, pretty as hell. Like Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys is beautiful. I don't give a damn what they say about it. The girl is gorgeous. What in the world use What is the word you use for ladies who are beautiful, like the ones you're referring to? Two spirit, two spirit women. She was so beautiful, though. And it's so real. It was so sad because I learned since I've been in Upala land that a lot of beautiful, beautiful women have just been abused by men. And the funny thing is, they got a lot of people talking about the old folks home, the nursing home. They said there are a lot of old men sitting in the nursing home and ain't nobody coming to see them. The women are getting their grandbabies and people coming to pick them out, take them out for lunch and dinner. And the men are staying in an old folks home, drying out and dying. You'll see it online. They've been saying it for a while. Yeah, I get it. But we talking about looks, Jermaine. We're not talking about what she did. We talking about looks. Alicia Keys, regardless of what she is or did, she's still beautiful as hell. Alicia Keys is beautiful to me. Alicia Keys is beautiful, but everybody's beauty is different. But she's beautiful. But oh god, yeah, this is crazy though. I don't know. Do y'all know that you're right, Jermaine. I kind of, the thing about it is I can't even say nothing because I know I'm not perfect and I fall short a lot more than most, and Raven fucks up more than I fuck up the worst. Because once upon a time, when I was in Gablehood, I meet a man, honey. He be in a club, honey. That man gonna be mine. I don't give a fuck about his wife, his family. I'm about to take this man, fuck. But see, I was in Gablehood. That's when I'm fine ass men. Oof. Ooh, the blood of Jesus. These men were so fine. Oh, Lord. Man, it was fine. Oh, God. I said, this was the prettiest men in the world. And then I came in goddamn Upala land, and I've never been in the damn zoo this long. Where's the ticket to get the hell out? I mean, gorillas in a mess. I mean, damn. Oh, bitch, we get spoiled up on this. But not these, man. These motherfuckers is ugly as shit. And then they have the audacity to be conceited. How the fuck can you be conceited? Child, please. Then I'm dating men look like fucking. Anyway. I date short men, tall men, they nobody man, that nigga forget it. I used to always want a tall man. They ain't shit. I dated short men, they ain't shit. It's just a virus going around. I just wanted one man. I dated men that was short. Maybe like, you don't like short men. I said date all y'all. Y'all ain't shit. I mean, it's not, like I said before, it's not set in stone because you got good people, you got bad people. Everybody can't be bad now. We got some good people out here. Unfortunately, you just gotta buy a shovel to dig them up. And probably they even bad too. You might dig up one that's straight from hell. Yeah, but Evelyn, girl, I wouldn't trust it. Your sisters can be your worstest your sisters can be your worstest enemy. Remember, they're women. I mean, they do grimy. They're women. I don't give a damn what nobody says. But the brain is of a woman, honey, and she could be just as grimy as a right now. Gorilla Cookies exactly. She's a woman. That means if your man walked through that damn door looking like something of a basketball player, big old feet, big hands, and fine as, and he looks at her, and then all of a sudden you look at them both together, and he fine and child. And then you be like, damn, my man keep looking at her. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I went. I was in. I went to the store to buy a clock. I ain't gonna tell you the clock don't work, but I wanted it for the bathroom, which it never fixed. So I'm standing in line. I told you this story before. I'm standing in line. So the man comes in with his wife, and I'm standing in line and stuff, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting for to pay for my stuff. So I'm like this. So the man comes over. He looks at me, and he looks at me. Now we know people looking at us. So he's looking at me and looking at me, and now this girl is standing right here. This girl right here. He right here. So I'm like, I'm turned this way. And So he just looking at me. And I know I shouldn't take it personal because reality is, bitch, she still got a man. So I kept thinking, how are you going to look at somebody else and she's standing right there? Was you talking? Is y'all talking to me? What they say? A group. Oh, were you taller than the man on the group? I would look at you. Ex- oh yeah, Miss Moore. And that's the thing that gets me. I'm like, I've been on a train when dudes with their girl will jump in front of me. Now she's walking out the train, jump in front of me and hand me his phone. I'm like, and I be taking it personal because I'm like, how could you cheat? She's right here. Child. I miss the days when girls used to be hoes and they be sneaking and doing these bitches doing it in your face. Even the men doing it in your face. I mean, at least cheat with your girl gone or boy gone, whatever the hell it is. I can't get it. The thing is, my thing is being in love, and that phone call comes in that your man is cheating. That shit hurts. And the ones like me who love hard, that shit be personal to us. We don't just bounce back. We don't bounce back. We don't bounce back. And the thing that gets me, my life wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to come home to my husband with our little kids. I'm watching gay couples adopt kids and stuff. They got a whole damn family. I don't have a family. I'm supposed to have kids in my house, a little dog maybe. My whole goal was to have my husband. We best friends. It's the best friend part for me though. It's the best friend. When I say best friend, I'm talking about the best friend. You're like, yo, boo, what you doing? Come on, let's go. I'm coming to get you. You got your pajamas on. Come downstairs. I mean that real country love. You know what I mean? Well, y'all don't give a damn. Y'all having fun. You be like, yo, come to the car. You like put your hat on. And you be like, all right, come on, boo. And then you be like, okay. So you come downstairs and shit. You running. You put your hat on. You like, yeah. Child, you got your man. Can you imagine? But that don't happen in this world. All you get is, can I come upstairs? Where mothers live. It's so funny because the person I'm now, I don't even recognize this person. I'm just over it. That's all. So, wait a minute. What to say? Y'all know I'm blind. Y'all got to work with me. I miss microwave glasses. Let me stop. My microwave glasses. Let me see. It says he wants you to adopt this baby. Evelyn, I can't even get that far. I don't get that far. I'm not that far. All I get is can I come upstairs? Um, when a man gets turned on, they get very stupid. I don't know, Lily. I don't know. I can't catch a break. All I know is I get dogged a lot, but I don't get dogged now because I won't be. I'm always getting told off. Men will tell me, "Oh, you think I haven't been hurt before?" Okay, who the hell cares? Well, you act like all men are bad. Well, bitch, you date them. They're all available. Go get you a man. I don't date men. But you want me to date them? No. I know and I learned from that because it's very hard to find. Go, oof. Absolutely, it's difficult. Going to dates. No, Evelina. No, I'm on one now. I can't do it. Thank you, Journey. What's up, boo? I can't do it, Evelina. I can't do it. Remember, one thing about dating sites you have to remember, they already got somebody in their life before you come in. You're just an added person. See, for some reason, people think that, oh my God, I just meet the person, they like me. No, they have people in their life before you come. So you're just an added addition. Now you're hoping that they fall in love and stop, that they don't let that jump off, or the person who comes, the sleeky links, I don't know what y'all call, they don't let them come over. But the reality is, somebody's spanking the monkey, and it's not him. He already been taken care of, sexually satisfied. So reality is, you thinking that, oh, I'm gonna be going, no. Nice neck tattoos. And that's the thing. And the thing is, I just want one of them good damn men. And I met this one guy. He wasn't my type. He was cute though, but he was fat as fuck. And I was like, I could work with him. And he said, well, if I'm gonna come visit you, what you gonna cook me? I don't even know you. I know I'm not the best looking this thing, but you ain't even gonna say, well, you know what? Can I bring you something to eat? But you want me to cook for you? Like, I think there's levels of getting those treats. Like, you're gonna get it. First of all, you're gonna get those treats, the cooking for you, looking out for you. Those things gonna come. But coming through the door demanding it when you're not even my type. I'm doubling down for you, and you tell me you be child. Mm-mm. You're not even my type. But I have to do things to make you happy. I think the worstest feeling in the world is dating somebody that's not even your type. You be like, oh, here come this ugly motherfucker with his rules. And the worst thing about it, if you get a man that's nice, that's ugly as hell, and he start beating you up. I don't know. It's so funny. This whole video, me coming online, but talking about a damn car. How the hell do y'all got me talking about some damn relationships? This was not. This was supposed to be about the car. It started off. The mechanic said I need the car. Yeah, because that's Leah. Where Leah at? She done left me. I knew you better not have left me, Leah. And child, I just want a man. I want a man that's a simp. Since that's the word. So if you fall in love, you a simp. Give me a simp. I just want a man that's corny and funny. I don't want to be young though. I want a young baby child. Let's let him be. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a disappointment, which is crazy to me. I don't know. I don't know. I'm on a date nap. I met so many men want to meet me. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm just got to ride this out. Go to a comedy club. I don't even want to go ever. I don't. It's not like I have a problem finding men. I get men. The problem is I have to change my mindset. I don't feel safe. That's the problem with men. I don't feel like you're there for the reason you share with me. Yes, they do, honey. Simps work, honey. And also, they love their wife. They love their girl. Give me a simp. They love their girl. Now they'll call Russ Wilson a simp, but they call Frucher the man. He got a bunch of babies by a bunch of different damn women. Make it make sense. He can't possibly love you all at the same time. He could love you all on the phone. That's some polygamy shit. Child, who the hell wants that? And if I was into polygamy, trust to believe, it'd be a man in my bed. Fuck all that damn. And I don't want a bunch of men. I just want one. Just one man. One fuck up at a time. Simps work and tell their wives to stay home. Yeah, it's just different times. But see, I don't. It seems no ever. I feel like is if you celebrate a woman, you're punished for it. That's what I don't get. Like, why is it that when you celebrate a woman, you punish? You got to get called out your name. Oh, I can't stand him. So if you celebrate a man, you're rewarded. But you saw yourself straight. Men don't even like women. They just keep them around for sex. Then you love men. Call a thing a thing. Say you love men. Say when wifey ain't around, you get that man to lube you all up and instead of using the Vaseline, you get the Crisco and he go up inside of you. Say what it is. Some men have porn in their mind. A lot of them do. A lot of them do. But the thing is, the thing is that gets me when it comes to sex. If you're a good person, it's gonna happen anyway. But the reality is, people like what they like. You can't knock people like. I mean, as long as it's not hurting a child or something like that. I mean, that's a totally different thing. But if a person likes what they like. But let me find me a Russell Wilson. Child, y'all will never see me again. I mean, look at Lala Anthony. That woman is beautiful. Oh my God. She's definitely my girl crush. She is so damn beautiful. And her man just dogged her out. You can't get rid of that. Lala is beautiful. That girl is beautiful. I'm also in love with her. I'm also in love with Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner's always been my number one. Matter of fact, she's my person on my phone because everybody think that's my wife. Just like, that's your wife? I was like, hell, that's my wife. I'm in love with Brittany Griner. I'm in love with Brittany Griner because I don't like the way this world treat her. I'm in love with her because I think she's beautiful, but I'm in love with her because of her patience. People like kinky strings. Yeah, but see, sex is. I don't exactly. But the thing is, sex is. I really don't care about the sex part, because if we doing what we want to do, we gonna do what we want to do. If you know what I mean. Like whatever you and I do in the bed is our business. We don't give a damn if it's freaky or whatever. But that's our thing. You know what I mean. I don't care about that. The only problem I have is when. Now I do have a problem with a man asking me to eat his butt. But I feel like if you're in love with somebody, you'd be surprised what you'll do. If a man has got you all sprung out, you never know how they brothers live. But I don't know if I'll do anything now. They have to keep checking me for pause because I'm known as a dead child. I'm just over it. I started to date. I started to start. I was going to start dating women. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna start dating females. So what I'm gonna do? So I talked to a couple girls who date women. They said, "Girl, if you want to go to hell, these women are worse." So where do you go after hearing that? They said women are worse. So when you got females telling you that women are worse, you got men that's where do you go? I ain't fucking no animals now. It's like shit. I'm milk, the milkman. No, the mailman. No. I'm good though. The thing about it, I'm at peace with myself because I'm not crying. I could be sitting on this laptop and say, he said he loved me. I can't do this no more. Child, that ain't me. When I got hurt by men, you know what I started doing? I went to the men and I got my research from them. I started asking a lot of men questions. And the question was, can you be with somebody you're not attracted to? They was like, hell no. I was like, but they got a good spirit. It's like, hell no. So you don't date women because they treat you good. You date women for their face and then their bodies and then their personality. So I don't think that's fair. Why should I be with somebody I'm not attracted to? And that's the question. I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. I said, but I ain't gonna be with nobody. Because y'all all look like flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz. I'm good. Everyone should wash their butt with soap and perfume. Evelyn, I don't want anybody to put no. I think there's levels to things. I think when people I think I think there's levels. If you meet somebody you in love with them, you do a lot of things you wouldn't normally do because you love them. But you meet somebody from the door that's coming with these demands and they ain't did shit for you, don't do nothing for you, but want you to be service them. Mm-mm. You doing shit. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not. Because at the end of the day, they definitely don't give a fuck about you. And I'm always thinking at the end of the day, you want somebody to care about you. At least a little bit. That's the thing that I said before. What do you do when the men who know about you don't give a about you, but then you're supposed to date people who don't know about you and have that same energy to help you move forward in life? If the ones who know about you hurt you, what the hell makes you want to meet somebody who don't know about you to hurt you? And that's the thing about it with me. Maybe I overthink, and maybe that's my problem. You meet somebody who don't know about you. You have sex with them. Now the whole thing is, am I gay? Am I homosexual? At that point, it brings society in the room. I love a person that's a king. It's not many of them. But I learned when you are a true leader, a lot of times you're going to lead by yourself. Because there's a lot of damn followers and not a lot of leaders. And a lot of times being a leader because it's lonely as fuck. And God knows, don't meet a man. Don't meet a man that's a damn follower. Child. Meet a leader. Study massage and get an older rich. I don't need no man, Evelyn. But stop trying to get, Evelyn, would you stop trying to give me a man? All I need is a liquor store and some ice, Evelyn. Thank you though. Thank you, mama. All I need is a liquor store and some ice. I don't know no damn man. I would like a new car though. Cause I'm tired of the car to making fun of my car. They tell me, we can hear you coming. And I asked God, I'm like, God, please give me a car. But and the funny thing, I was like, you should be making jokes about my car. There's like, but it makes a lot of noise. I said, because somebody hit it. You think I don't want a car like everybody else, showing flying past me with their nice cars and looking at it in the air and stuff like, and their little air conditioner flowing in my face. They got the windows up because they got air conditioning, and you got the windows up. Woof, woof. What's hot? You know, and you got the air conditioning because you don't have a nice car. But you know what? I'm a firm believer in faith. I believe God is going to grant me a car. See, the funny thing, I can't even finish that because I'm scared somebody's going to hit it as soon as I get it. But you know what I really want? I want a Jeep. Do anybody drive on here? Do anybody got cars? Anybody drive on here? And if you could have a perfect car, oh shit. What type of car would you get? I want a Jeep. I want a Jeep. Do anybody drive on here? Miss Moore, she's still here. Lee, you drive. Evelyn, you drive. Lily, you drive. Jermaine, you drive. Journey, you drive. That's true, Evelyn. I can't. I can't afford it. Study massage and get an older man. But see, older men come with their older men got their ways with themselves. I live in Europe. Oh my God, Europe, honey. Cars are not really a thing here. To be honest, wow, she lives in Europe. I bet, is it beautiful out there? Oh my God, she lives in all Europe. Oh my God. What is it like in Europe? How are the people out there? How's the food? I'm so greedy. I'm like, how is the food? Do you ever have the tacos and you hate driving, Lily? What type of car you drive? A real nice one? Do people drive like a bat out of hell where you live? She lives in Europe. People drive like a bat out of hell here. Nice and historic here. Old houses. Oh, friendly people. Look at that last word. Friendly. Do y'all speak to people when y'all walk down the street? I don't know. I know some great people in the world. Everybody ain't bad. There's some good people in the world. Keep that in mind. And the funny thing, I be bitching about men. I be having men in my rock register. I refuse to fucking eat. I'm just done. I just wanted one man to come to the house with some fucking egg roll, shrimp lo mein, some Pepsi. I fell in love with Chucky, the fucking bastard. I'll never be with that bitch. Never again. Nobody's allowed to hurt Raven no more. At least Miss Moore, she's showing you that it can happen. So she's like a beacon of light. And she is a beacon of light. But child, I don't know. I think when you have a strong personality, it's hard to be in a relationship. I think a lot of men should be more submissive and, you know, it's like, you know, she's a bitch. You ain't gonna do much with that one. That's a bitch. Sad, man. I'm not even mad, though. I feel good. I found out some things I was doing wrong in life and I fixed it. Sometimes you gotta fix things in life that you were doing wrong and you gotta fix it. And to be honest with you, ever since I fixed it, I feel better. I found that life is really beautiful. I found out stuff I was doing wrong in life and I fixed it. Life is really, life is beautiful. So I used to buy wine and stuff. I was a wino, but then I bought, they gave away free liquor at my job. And now I'm an alcoholic. Cool mothers live. I'm an alcoholic. Now I'm drinking, what's this called? Chivas Rica? Whiskey and vodka. Oh, mothers live. Oof. I feel so much better. Life is so funny. It's like we're about to be drunk. Um, Nice and burly trucker that comes back home every 2 weeks with the shopping, some beer. Okay. I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm grateful for y'all though, cause if I didn't have y'all, trust me, I'm grateful for y'all because I'm gonna be honest. If I didn't have y'all, I wouldn't have nobody. I don't leave the house. This guy at my job told me says, when God try to talk to you, you don't like to talk to no God. How you ever gonna find a man if you shut down? I said, I'm not looking. I'm looking for a drink. Tyra Banks, no man. Vivica Fox, no man. Holly Berry, did she got a man? Oh, she got married. Oh, but I don't want to base my life off no man. I want to base my life off of. Y'all know I'm a Gemini, so I'm flip floppy. We say one thing and do another. We want black hair, we want blonde hair. Hey, Miss Daisy, what's up, mama? I love you too more, mama. What's up, boo? You know what's funny? I'm talking. I got a taste for some. Oh, that old greedy bitch inside of me. I got a taste for some brownies. Who mothers live? It's so funny. I've been trying to stop drinking, and I was very successful. So I'm just gonna drink some wine because wine is not as strong as liquor. So they gave away liquor at my job, and I got some, and oh, my life is so wonderful now. I'm not a wino anymore. I've graduated and I'm an alcoholic. And I enjoy my own jokes. If you don't have sex nowadays, society looks down on you. Oh, mothers live. But they definitely looking down on me, Evelyn. Going and to eat when the monks and celibacy. Child, I, you know what, Evelyn, my problem is? I'm tired of these young ass boys. And minister, I'm like, how old are you? Damn, I'm being carded. The young boys be out on the prowl. I met this one guy. I still got his phone number. I didn't block him. I can't be when he had a big P buck. I don't do big P bucks. He had a big P buck. He was cute. And of course, he just came home from prison. Child, me and this prison shit got to go. I feel like they got my family phone number in the prison set because shit. He was cute though. I could call him up, but I ain't gonna call him. He had a big P bug. Mm-mm. He's like, boo, don't call me boo. Call me bye. No, but I would like some taco sauce. I don't dance anymore, Paula. I'm trying to get back to the person I once was before I was hurt. And it's been difficult. But it's difficult. But In order to do that, you have to cancel everything around you. And I still don't, I got eyelashes in them. I actually started putting foundation on, which is weird because I usually don't wear foundation. I usually wear shit. I put lashes on. I wear lashes. She said, well, not today. You look a mess. Wow, people so big. Oh, it's big. Yeah, I wear lashes and stuff, but I take everything off. Like, I take everything off when I get home. They call me the weirdo. Wow, people. His people was big. His people was big. No, I'm not, anybody going inside of me like that. That's too much. His thing was so big, it was big. Mm-mm. This body needs to be active. So I can get a job and keep working. I don't need to be sitting in the hospital because he sure ain't gonna come. And he had a big one. He was young too. And you know, young boys don't think like that. He was cute though. He was. I knew the new thing they call cute ugly, but he's a cute ugly. I don't know. I just think I think he kind of could feel the prejudiceness with me. He's like, you age shaming. Yeah, because you're too damn young. I don't mean any age shaming, but damn. It's difficult for me to have sex with somebody that's young as fuck. Meeting helps, especially every morning. Imagine you are from a genetic world in this body, in this life. It's a dream. It helps. Actually, I'll keep that in mind, Evelyn. Listen, I'll listen to everything. I may not do it, but I'll listen. I don't even know what context that's even in, what you're sharing, but I don't know about anybody else, but I meet men with horses, and I don't like men with horses. And the thing is that scares me. If I was in a relationship with a man, obviously, I'm not going to use protection. Look at this. What the hell is that? That's part of my lip. Look how it just, this thing. I got these little ass titties. This is ridiculous. I got the bargain dollar store titty. I mean, it's horrible. I don't know. But I do understand why people become on drugs and stuff and they don't want to get off. Because this world is fucked up. So this is my bathroom. This is my lashes. My bathroom. Look at my bathroom, y'all. It's still fucked up. They never fix it. I don't even complain no more because you know why? I don't care anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired of caring about stuff. Raven needs some good fries. Oh, God, Daisy Mama. Oh, you know what, Daisy? And some beans. What's some beans that you bite into and there's beans inside of it? I think it's called burrito. I'm not sure. I think it's like some sour cream or something. I think that's tacos. Wait a minute. She said, what did she say? Oh, fries. I'm the girl with the taco. Is it tacos when you got beans inside of it? A burrito? Is it burrito or is it taco? Girl, you must have went in my stomach. She said, the bitch is hungry. Daisy went to my son. This bitch is hungry. Daisy, did you ever see the comment of people frying steaks on the grill? And they put on things. Oh, you like chewing. Oh, what kind of steak is this? They be like rats from New York. Oh my God. But they're no longer in the subway, bitch. You chewing them up. The bitch is eating rats. My mother's leg. Mom, you Daisy, you must have went in my stomach. He's like, this bitch is hungry. I've been going to the Chinese restaurant. They said 1 quart order, a shrimp lo mein, and 4 chicken wings chopped. They said we know your order. I said thank you. I'm a church woman. I gotta feed my kids. Horror online one. Horror online one. Did y'all know the day the first of the month? Damn. I did not know the day was the first of the month. My knees are gonna be sore. My mouth is gonna be killing me. I better make this money, pay these bills. Damn. Why can't I find a man that wanna pay some bills? DD free. I mean, if you want to say, "Boo, can I step out in a relationship?" I'm like, okay, well, go ahead. I want to. Can y'all have a man that you allow to step out on a relationship? What's it called? A pass. We love so hard, and when we get hurt, it really. Well, Miss Moore, you good, Mama, cause you got a husband. Y'all been together for 13 years. Shit, y'all need a damn award. Y'all need to sit us down in the damn floor. To listen, bitches, y'all. This what y'all need to do, cause we need. I'll be the first student. I'll be the first one sitting in front of you. Like, what I need to do? You like, well, bitch, girl, you feed hope in the world. Matter of fact, you the light in the room. But Miss Moore, did you see that girl that was talking about that her husband got killed? She's been in mourning ever since, and also she's never gonna date again. So she says, but she's hurting. But it's sad though. It's really sad because she really loves, you know, she loved him. That's horrible. That is a fucking nightmare to me. That's a nightmare. You can't wake up from. My heart goes out to her. My heart goes out to her. We have love story, yeah, exactly. If you meet a fine man, but he cries when he has orgasm, what would you do? I've had mother's already had those type of men. He's a freak. He's a freak, Evelina. He's a freak. This shit gets him off. He's just nasty. I've been with a man like that before. He's nasty. He also masturbates a lot. He's nasty. Because what he's doing is he's fulfilling his porn. He's been watching someone's porn that's reenacting it right in front of your face. And while you're going, is this bit serious? He's definitely serious. People like what they like. And also, when ain't nobody around, he pulls out a little toy and stick it in his butt. When ain't nobody around, he pulls out a little toy and stick it in his butt. He ain't gonna let you know that. They sure do, Lily. You ain't never lied. People can be really freaky. When it comes to sex, men can be really, not just men, but people can be really freaky. I mean, I like sex just like the next person, but I just think it's better when I just think it's better when you in love with the person that you having sex with. But sometimes we just gotta get what we can get when we get it. He just put one in his butt. You know what he put in his butt, dog? Mm-mm-mm. Damn, I've been on here for 2 hours and 4. I ain't know I've been on here that long. Oh, I need to go. I know I've been on here for a minute. Exactly, Evelyn. People like what they like. I don't like enough. Listen, sexually, I don't like nobody. Whatever you like what you like. Who the hell? It's just sex. It ain't that deep. It's only gonna last for a few minutes and it's over with. Unless you get an info. Then you maybe got a problem. Because he could do it 10 hours a day, and that's ridiculous. Mm. Lily. Not bye, Lily. See you later. Bye means I'm going in the ground, mama. Lily, you been quiet. Paula, real men shouldn't cry. But see, that's not fair. Don't say that, Evelyn, because that's not fair. Let a person cry. They want. That's what we need to stop policing people. Let them be free. If a man wants to cry, let him cry. If a man, we gotta stop looking at people, policing them, telling them what we want, what we need to do. You shouldn't do that to a person, because what you do is you cut off the love and you start monitoring. When a person feels uncomfortable, they ain't not sharing with you no more. If you make a person feel comfortable, they will share with you. And what is a real man? A real man should cry. A real man should cry and scream and holler and run down the street. A real man should do a lot of things. You shouldn't police a man, just like a woman. You shouldn't police a woman because she knows how to do everything. Oh, she's a stud. She's a that. No, let her do. She stop. And the thing is, we have to stop shutting down people because of what they could do and celebrating them because they can do it. Celebrate the man that does cry. Celebrate the man that hugs you and cry. Celebrate that. Because there are a lot of men that won't cry, but he'll run off and commit crimes and murder and stuff. There are women out here that is, we have to celebrate people. In my opinion, we have to be less. Because first of all, we have to think of this. This person we stand in front of was once a baby. We don't know what this baby been through. We don't know the trials and tribulation, and we also don't know how they made it this far. So we don't know what cross they're bearing that they haven't shared with us. So we also have to be mindful that this is a real person sent from God. So we don't know the mission that God sent them down on this earth to do. It's so many avenues. So embrace the person. Say, well, listen, the best thing in life, I've learned, is somebody I feel like I could be comfortable around you and feel free. I mess up, you don't get rid of me. I F up, you don't get rid of me. I think it's better if we love people the way we want to be loved, because we're not perfect. When we mess up, we just be like, I messed up. Like, it's all right. We human. We could do it again. It's all good. We start judging people and shoot people down because of what we feel as though society has told. It's not fair, in my opinion. I take people, maybe that's why I'm a loser or whatever. But the reality is, I take people for who they are. I don't throw anything on them of my belief because my beliefs may not be correctly right. And I think that is fair to meet people where they're at. And if people feel like you got their back and they can feel free, they be like, yo, listen, you want to go get something to eat? Because I feel free I feel good. I feel like my life is great when I'm with you. Because I got so many people put me down, shoot me down. But the reality is when I'm with you, I can go into my greatness. You know what I mean? I know it may be corny, but yeah, mama, don't do that, mama. Let Evelyn, Will Smith be crying at the drop. He should, if he's unhappy, he should cry. We have to stop doing that to people. Hey, Miss Lucker, what's up, mama? I think yours is mine. Thank you, mama. Yeah, but we have to stop doing it. We also have to need to stop ignoring the fact that over 1 million men has committed suicide. You notice how nobody reporting that a million, 1 million, maybe more, of men have committed suicide. 1 million. We didn't say 1,000. We didn't say 100. We said 1 million men have committed suicide. And that comes from society's standards. They don't add up. He don't want to be with a woman, so he killed himself. I mean, he shouldn't do that, but the reality is he kills himself because he feels like God made a mistake with him. Let's start there. So he killed himself. But if he was loved, he was like, yo, you good. He wouldn't leave. He would share what he's going through. He doesn't want to share because he already been tormented. And the funny thing about a black mother, not shooting black mothers down because we love them, a black mother is such a damn hypocrite. Her son can meet a man, excuse me, her son could meet a woman, and the mother would challenge the woman, why you want her? You too young. You need to date more. You need to date more girls. You too young to be locked down. So now the woman who wants us, the woman who always complained about men cheating, is teaching her son how to cheat. So now her son goes out meeting another woman. He's cheating, mean much when he's single. You created a whore. Now your son is a whore. Sleep with everybody. Well, I didn't know he was gonna be like this. He did what you wanted. You wanted a whore. You hated men because men cheated on you. Now you raising a child by yourself, but you created a whore. Now your son is cheating on everybody, and now he realizes when he gets upset, just get another woman. Now, you, the same woman, said men all cheat. Teach your son how to cheat. Now your son is cheating. When he found a woman, he introduced this woman to you. She wasn't good enough because you felt like he is too young to have one woman. He needed to go out to be a whore. Now he did what you want. They said, well, I don't understand why this men cheat. Because the mamas be teaching them and the daddies, if you look at with a daddy. But they won't say that. They won't say that. Exactly. Miss Lucky, they use society. And the funny thing with me with society thing, society don't care about you. And they know this, but they will always adapt to it. Exactly, Evelyn, but she'll never admit that. Well, I didn't tell him to mess with a girl. I just told him one girl. People are not gonna admit to hurting somebody. The only time people, and if you call them out on it, honey, you better be ready because they're gonna go for war. It's just weird. They people, I learned something in this world. It's just never good enough. They always find something. It's just something. You could do your best. Oh, but you could have did more. It was more, but you could do even more. It's just never gonna. When you stop looking for acceptance, you say, you, you good. It's sad with it be, but sometimes it can be selfish within your happiness. Exact. It's deeper than that. It starts with the way we're raising boys to play. Exactly. That's what I just said, Miss Lucky. But the times has changed and stuff, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm not perfect. I'm not. I don't claim to be. I mess up more than most people, but I always say I'm no longer blaming nobody for my actions. I'm gonna accept anytime I hurt. I get men mad at me because I won't date them. I don't date them because I'm hurting. Except, well, I didn't hurt you, but I'm hurting. But I didn't hurt you. I'm not the last dude. I'm hurting. So anything you say to me is personal. It may not have been that way, meant that way, but to me it was that way. And the thing about it is, in order to move on relationship, you have to heal. You have to heal. And healing don't mean no damn 1 month or 2 months. Sometimes healing bleeds a year. Sometimes people are bad at it because some people, just. But sometimes people who love, the ones like me who love hard, we just can't bounce back with smile. Now we can have sex with you, but at the end of the day, you're not getting all of me. You're getting a part of me. You can touch my body, but you can't touch my soul. You want that soul. And I know I'm corny, but the reality is, I want a man that when I'm hurting, he say, "Hey, boo, you okay? Oh, what? Why you call me? I just don't feel right with you. I just feel like you heavy in my spirit. You heavy in my soul. Are you okay?" That's the man I want. And I don't know if they exist anymore. Because everybody's so much of a cartoon, and you don't call women boo, baby, you call her bruh, my nigga, son. So now women's names have been replaced by dudes' names. But you love women. Everything about a woman has been replaced by a dude's name. Say what it is. You love men. If a man celebrates a woman, he's a simp. Say what it is. Y'all love men. The whole world. Not the whole world, but you know what I mean. A lot of people homosexual. Say that. At the end of the day, you pick up a little, do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, if you love somebody, in my opinion, and you love them, nobody's gonna change you for what you love. If you love women, you're gonna love women. If you love men, you're gonna love men. But I do have a problem with a man who dates a woman, beat her up, and keep blaming her because you really love men. The moment just manifests a whore. It's people train male players, but where are females to play with? And they are trained to be princesses. I don't know that women trained to be princesses anymore. To be honest with you, Evelyn, I could be wrong, probably am. A lot of women have given up on men and started dating women. There is more women out here that are gay than they are men. A lot of women are gay. A lot of them. I met a lot of females that are gay, and they're happy gay. And then you sit back and say, and I could be wrong, but I don't believe a lot of them wanted to be gay. I believe they've been hurt so bad they just say, you know what, I'm done. I did everything right, and I'm punished for it, and they're done. And it gets overwhelming for a person just throwing a child. I mean, myself, I threw in the towel a few times, but it is what it is. I just don't want to be bothered. I want to have that life where my man calls me up, he comes up and want to hang out with me without judging me because he knows I'm not perfect and I'm not the most beautiful thing he's seen in the world, but he loves me. But that's my world. I mean, I'm going to get it, but that's my world. And at the end of the day, I'm headed to one place, and that's death. So whether I decide I want to take on that one place of happiness or the one place of death, the way I want to receive it, it's up to me. I want to see death being unhappy and sad and crying, that's up to me. And I want to see death being happy and alone, that's up to me. I don't believe in religion. I believe God created me. I believe God created religion. That's something man-made. God didn't make me and slide me into a checkers desk and say, well, this is what y'all need to be with them. Because all of us are different. Every last one of us are different. We don't all eat the same. We all don't love the same. We all are different people. We're all sent down here to this earth, a different individual that to help somebody, motivate somebody, and push forward somebody. We're not all the same. We're not, we're different. God gave us different qualities of different things that other people do that others can't do. They're leaders, they're followers, and it is what it is. But the strong survive. But I realize that the one who are leaders are the ones who hate it the most. And the thing about it is, you're a leader, but hey, Greg, you don't have to watch them. If it's not what you want, just leave. That's your options that you have. But I don't know. Anyway, I've been on here for 2 hours and 19 minutes. I was supposed to be on for 15 minutes talking about a car. And I just sit up here and talk my mouth. And I should order some. I should order some strip lo mein. What time is it? It's 4:26. I should order some. Once a man shows you to his friends, and what is it? But not really, Evelyn. See, that's the thing about it. You have to work for anything that's yours. If it's yours, you have to work for it. When it's something that's yours, it's like birthing a baby. That's my baby. That's my baby. Now you may not like my baby, but that's my baby. My baby gotta do nothing but just live. That's my baby. You don't have to work for nothing. When it's yours, it's yours. When a man has a girl or God, what a case may be, when it's mine, it's mine. My baby gotta do nothing for y'all. That's mine. They may fall down and everything else, but that's mine. I don't care. And that's how I see it. I could be wrong. When it's mine, it's mine. It's gonna mess up. It's gonna F up a whole lot. It's gonna fall down a whole lot. But that's still mine. That's mine. It's gonna fall down, and I'm gonna still stick right. That's mine. Hey, great. Anyway, all right, y'all. Thank you for coming on here live. I'm supposed to be talking about a car. Miss Leah done left, and she done left me talking about something whole totally different than the whole live was about. But God works in mysterious. But maybe I was supposed to do this. I don't know. I ain't got no makeup on, but it is what it is. Y'all done seen worse. Y'all done see me looking a hot mess. I'm hungry again as usual. Where's Miss Moore? Where's Lily? Where's Jordan? And where is my living room? You know what's funny? I was looking at this thing. You see this thing in the middle? That's my am I wiping this thing off? What am I wiping? Okay. You see this thing in the middle that I have here? This is like my thing. I was like, this look a little altered. Fasten is incredible. Dog hair. I need to do something. Yeah, whatever whatever you want to do that works for you, go for it. Just I always say takes time with yourself and you know, just make sure you work in your spirit. And when I say work in your spirit, that only means build up your happiness. Because there's a lot of things in this world that will break you. And you need to be strong. I was supposed to go to the store today. And I didn't go. I changed my hair to blonde because the girls in my job, she's like, oh my God, Raven, I like you better as a blonde. Oh my God, blonde looks better on you. I'm grateful though. Even though things ain't going the way I exactly want, I'm grateful for the blessings that has come. Everything is not always perfect, but the worst thing about being me is you ask God to send you somebody to love you, and He may have, but the reality is you're so messed up mentally. It's like the Muhammad Ali thing. If a bunch of snakes is coming through the door and one of them are bad, are you just going to close the door on all of them? And unfortunately, you close the door on all of them. Because once you've been through enough, you don't want to learn nothing else. Now, the funny thing is, I don't wash these floors. I want to get rid of this couch. Anyway, is my incense burning? It's not even showing. As y'all see, I got these new things right here. Look at these vents. I was thinking if you buy plants and stuff, it brings more life into the place. So if you buy plants, you get life. Because anything that's not living is dead. Someone has some life inside of here. Now we already know some of these plants have died. Mothers live. I have to throw these in the garbage soon. It's so funny. I love flowers. Even though my flowers, man, said, bitch, we're exhausted. The reality is, they were so beautiful, though. I put this arrangement together. It's a pink vase. That's what I like, a corny man to come home with flowers. I don't think no man brought me flowers. This is my mother's TV. It's probably part of the bad luck seed. I bought this when I was like fucking young as hell. And the weird thing is, when my house caught on fire, my friends was like, go get your statues. Raven, you can't leave your statues. That's who you are. You can't leave them. I was like, I'm done. I'm never setting up house again. So I was like, you know what? I'm never gonna invest in nothing else again. And to be honest with you, I hate to say this is very negative. I refuse to buy anything. Since my house caught on fire, I was like, I'm never gonna buy anything else again. I'm never gonna buy furniture again. I'm never gonna buy nothing because I'm done. And you know the funny thing about it? The reason why I'm sharing this story with y'all, which y'all may think, well, bitch, why you sharing this story with us? Everything y'all see is not a purchase. It came from out the garbage. It's almost like God said, no, no, no. You can't go down now. It's like I'm not paying for nothing. I slept on the floor. I said I'm not buying nothing. It's like, go get your statues though. It was like, this is you. You've been having this since you was 18 years old. When my house caught on fire, I said I'm not purchasing nothing. I'm done. I don't think people know the impact of a fire that takes everything away. I mean, your whole house, your forks, your spoon, your white couch, everything is gone. I was like, I'm never, ever again. I'm not starting up ever again. So I didn't buy anything else again. Stuck by my word. And stuff started coming. People started giving me stuff and ended up with a house full of furniture, which is weird. And I was like, I'm good. I think when you've been through so much in life, you get to a point where you're just tired. Some people know exactly what I mean. Like you're just tired. You're tired of trying. You're tired of trying to push down doors. You're tired of trying to be motivative and trying to hope. And the weird thing is like you just been through so much. When you lay in the bed, your body just be so tired. And then you try to influence people with stuff you don't even believe in yourself anymore. Because you're like, you know what? I've been to hell and back. I don't even know if I'm even back yet. And the funny thing is, all you wanted was one person to love you. And now you don't even want that. You hold on. Then you look. You wake up and they say, how in the hell did my house get furnished when I refuse to furnish it? That's just to let you know something is bigger than you. that's in control. So even though you gave up, something around you saying, not now, keep going. So your biggest reward is coming. So don't give up. Anyway, love you all. Miss Daisy, Miss Evelyn, Dog, Greg, Miss Moore, Miss Luckett, Lily. I said Miss Moore. I said Miss Daisy. Who else is on here? I said Daisy, Lily, Jermaine, Journey. Damn, I want some lo mein. I'm hungry. How much is shrimp lo mein? $20. Oh God. Miss Leah Lovely, Mama who started this whole conversation. Miss Leah Lovely, you started this whole conversation. I supposed to be talking about getting a car. Miss Leah, you made this whole video about you anyway. All right, Mama. She said Gorilla Cookies. Miss Moore, Jermaine, Philip, Miss Moore, Jermaine, Miss Moore, Leah. Okay. All right, y'all. Love you all. I'm about to go. Y'all have a great day.